Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. So what I thought I'd do is tell you a bit of a story. It's a bit of a fun story, so it makes a change for me rather than talking about politics or anything like that. So went out shopping with my wife today, one of our friends as well. So we got on the bus from Leon Solent, number 5, up to Fareham, and my wife says to me, how do you fancy going in some of the charity shops before we go into the centre of Fareham? I said, yeah, sure, no problem. So we get off the bus, okay, which is all well and good. Going to first, I think about 2 or 3, okay, and my youngest daughter, who suffers from Down syndrome, getting shopkeepers to buy stuff for her and give her stuff for free, which happens all the time. And we go into one particular one, and I won't mention what charity shop it is. Not because they've done anything wrong to me or anything, they haven't. And I walk in, my wife walks in ahead of me. I've got my daughter's wheelchair, and I look up, and who do I see? My ex-girlfriend. I thought, oh God, please, my wife, do not call me. Whatever you do, do not call me, because my ex-girlfriend was stood right next to her. Now, my wife knew who she was. She knew she was straight away. And you're probably thinking, what's the relevance? Well, this is the relevance. This is the same ex-girlfriend who stopped me from seeing my daughter for over 16 years. This is the daughter I've never seen. Okay, not because I ever did anything to harm my ex. Never laid a finger on a woman. Never committed a crime. Nothing like that. And I thought, Christ, what do I do now? So, my wife's friend said to me, Kevin, what's wrong? And I said, you see that woman up there? That's Amy's mother. Now, she knew exactly who I was talking about straight away. So my wife eventually comes out and she says, Kevin, why don't you go and speak to her? You could sort all this out right now. And I said to her, is it worth it? Not, is it worth it to see my daughter? No, I don't mean that. I would do anything, and I mean anything, to see her. What I actually mean is it worth it to cause a massive scene in a charity shop, in front of customers, in front of all her work colleagues? Yes, I appreciate they're going to be volunteers, but is it worth it to do that? And what am I going to get out of it? Is she going to let me see her? No, she's not. She's not going to do that. But this is the real kicker. This is the big kicker. So even though she won't let me see my daughter, okay, or our daughter, should I say, better way to put it, okay, it's okay for her to engage with my daughter. Okay, my youngest daughter, who suffers from Down syndrome, and my ex knows exactly who she was. She knew straight away, I could tell. So she can speak to her, but my eldest daughter that I'm not allowed to see, okay, not because there's any court order or anything like that, there isn't, okay, but she's not allowed to see her own sister, or sisters should I say, or her own brothers, but her mother can, and her aunt can. So what I want to know, because my wife's already had a go at me, is, was I wrong not to go and speak to her and probably cause a scene in front of a lot of people? So let me know in the comments what you actually think. If you think, Kevin, you're an absolute prick and an idiot, that's fine, that's no problem, I can take that. I've been called a lot worse in my time, Okay, so just let us know in the comments what you think. So for now, thanks for listening, and I'll speak to you again a bit later.